Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. We've got some Alien news and updates today, and I think this is really important to actually talk about, because I think there's, obviously this is great, right? To hear that there's an Alien 5 treatment is obviously awesome news, but I don't think people quite realise how influential the individual who has the Alien treatment is. And I think that's what's so important. But it is interesting to hear the feedback from it, i.e. Sigourney Weaver, her responses to it, and how they're very different to what she was saying with respect to Neil Blomkamp's. So we're going to take a look at this today. This article, as well as what I believe is the first person who broke the news, which is avpgalaxy.net, they will both be linked down below in the description box. I'm going to flip-flop between the two articles because they actually have the full PDF for, I believe it was Empire magazine or EW off the top of my head. I do actually have it, but again, just off the top of my head. So we're going to dive into that today. Before we do, guys, we're getting so close to the final stretch target of Black Fields, which is my original movie. That's what that there is. That's the poster to it. If you want to support it, then you can. And whilst also doing it, well, for $5 or more, you're entered into a competition to win a fantastic ornamental prop. You can find links to all of that down below in the description box. There's a GoFundMe page there. It's Norse inspired. It shades of The Thing, Hellraiser, Conan, all of that good stuff. Everything which I think you guys probably like, and things which have been influential to me. I'm writer and director, so support me make something original, because we live in a world where people just say and cry non-stop about remakes, reboots, and rehashes. So help me. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Right, let's dive into this, right? Okay, so who is it? Who's got the Alien 5 script treatment? Well, it's Walter Hill. Now, if you know anything about Alien, you'll know that Walter Hill and David Giller, or Giller, I never know how to pronounce his name properly, they are the most influential producers. They have been the producers on every single Alien movie. They were part writers with respect to Dan O'Bannon. They're the lead producers. They're the reasons why Dan O'Bannon even managed to get the original movie made. They're influential in the Alien franchise history, long time. They're the reason it even exists, basically. Now, we don't know the connection that they're going to have with Disney moving forward. That's part of the problem, because they obviously had a very strong working relationship with 20th Century Fox, and now obviously Disney owns 20th Century Fox. Whether their relationship with Disney is going to be as fruitful, as promising, remains to be seen. We don't know. And I will say that the fact that this has come out now seems to indicate that again, there's two-pronged approach to this. It could be that he's revealed it because, hey, he knows it's never going to get made, or, again, because of the relationship with Disney, or he's revealing it now because he believes that, some kind of fan hubbub surrounding it could lead to it being made. But Sigourney Weaver's responses are interesting because, again, they're kind of polar opposites to what she had with Neil Blomkamp's Alien 5 treatment. So this article kind of has a very brief rundown. The Alien franchise has been on ice for a few years now. We know that. Alien Covenant lost some money. I believe, doing the statistics, the kind of mathematics behind it all, marketing plus budget, so on and so forth, it would have either made like 10 million or it would have lost a couple $1 million. So it's not been particularly great. Now, as part of Scott's prequel series that began with Prometheus, while there hasn't been any official movement, there has been quite a bit happening behind the scenes, including the creation of an Alien 5 treatment. Now, it's really important to note, guys, that that's not to say it's been commissioned. That's not to say it's been commissioned. It could simply be that Walter Hill has actually had it for some time. So it's really important to note, this might not be a fresh thing. It might be something which has been handed in. And again, it may be completely fresh. We don't know, determined what they've actually said between what is actually the truth. There are some discrepancies there, or there can be some discrepancies there. Now, anyway, Sigourney Weaver, who played Ellen Ripley, of course, Alien fame massively. Aliens, Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, revealed she recently received the 50-page treatment from producer Walter Hill. Now, speaking with Empire about the treatment, so it was Empire, sorry, I thought it was EW, whether she might return as Ripley, Weaver stated, "I don't know." Crazy. Remember Alien 5 treatment with Neil Blomkamp? She was all game. Now, we'll dive into a little bit more, and I'll give you my thoughts as to why. She then added, "Ridley has gone in a different direction. Maybe Ripley has done her bit. She deserves a rest." But she was all game to do Neil Blomkamp's, so it is surprising. However, she did add that she still feels connected to the character of Ripley. Weaver explained, "I've always felt she was such a partner. She is always in my stomach, like an alien." Ha 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 ha. She went on to detail how she enjoyed working on the original film after discovering some old photos. "Me, with the special effects guys, I'd be hanging up in the air and they would pipe me tea laced with rum to keep me going, without me asking for it. I was part of the crew and that was something I loved. I wasn't dressed in some little dolly dress trying to keep clean. I was in jumpsuits looking like a grease monkey in the trenches with the crew." And this is the point, right? Because what she said to everyone with respect to Neil Blomkamp, she was all game for it. She loved it. She thought it was awesome. She genuinely thought it was absolutely fantastic. So it's surprising, these are flip-flops. But we do know that Neil Blomkamp was looking to expand and change the role of Ripley. So she was going to, we saw the sort of famous concept art of her in some kind of engineer Xeno suit thing. So, where does this leave us? Like, what kind of role would she have had in this new 50-page treatment? Now, moving on to the article by AVP Galaxy, because they actually have this, the treatment here, not the treatment, sorry, the pages. Now, I reckon that this is all to do with the fact that Neil Blomkamp was looking to change it so much, right? It wasn't a case of we're just going to rehash new things. He was looking to completely kind of move forward. Now, with respect to Walter Hill and things like that, it's quite a double turn. It is quite a double turn for Ripley to now say, Ridley's doing his thing and, maybe I'm done with it. Maybe we should just put her to rest. When she was all game for it, a year and a half ago? 2 years now? It wasn't that long ago, was it really? So it is very, very surprising. I would hazard a guess that this is because the role that she would have had in this movie, and we've got to remember, right? We have to remember that Walter Hill and David Giller, never know how to say that name. They're like old school. They're very old school, and they also like to tread somewhat carefully, I guess. Quite carefully, in fact. And I would imagine that the role they gave Ripley was somewhat of, a rehash or, a continuation in some form or another, rather than what Neil Blomkamp was looking to do, which was completely different. Like, way off the reservation. Whether you think that's good or bad is kind of up to you. I myself was actually looking forward to that. I thought it was a good idea. But I would imagine that it's because Walter Hill, again, like, we know the kind of, films he makes. Good ones as well, mind you. But I think it was because it's pretty normal. And like I say, this doesn't mean that this is a new script treatment. This could be quite old. And it could be revealed now as a case of, oh, hey, Sigourney, look at this. This is what I thought you could do. What do you reckon? I mean, we're not going to make it now, but what do you reckon? It's not to say that this is brand new. That there's a lot of reasons why this could be quite old. And again, the article here, speaking to Empire in the New Heroes issue, we've revealed that she received a 50-page treatment from Alien franchise producer Walter Hill around a year and a half ago. So again, that's a year and a half ago. It's definitely not, recent anyway. It would have been, was it a year ago was the Disney Fox acquisition? So just before then. And how long prior to that had this actually been in the works? Was this off the back end of Neil Blomkamp having his scrapped? Was it continuing? There's so many questions left here that I would say, is not specifically a good thing in terms of, get our hopes up that it's actually happening now. And this does say, which came about in the aftermath of Neil Blomkamp's project falling through, which says to me Walter Hill probably saw that happen and wanted to take a more direct continuation approach, because we know that Neil Blomkamp's story fell through because of some internal politics with respect to Ridley Scott. And obviously that's a shame. Internal politics are never good. I can see why, though. FYI, I can see why it was done. But again, that says to me, and why why Sigourney Weaver, so iconic, right, in that role. Why Sigourney Weaver is saying that she wouldn't be game to do it, because if it came around in the aftermath of Neil Blomkamp's falling through, it'd be a safer approach because it has to fall in line with what Ridley's doing, and it wouldn't be as appealing for the actress. So there you go. Just my musings, my rumblings, my ramblings. What do you think, guys? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Both these articles, especially AVP Galaxy, you can find down below in the description box. Important to look at this one because they actually have the PDF, so very, very good. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. I don't think this is anything to get excited about, because it says to me that it's a more careful approach, which sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. For a movie franchise like Alien, I think definitely takes some more risks now, because they've been playing it far too safe. And complete Ridley Scott's prequels for sure, and then move on. But I don't think this is anything to get excited about just yet. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture and movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Thank you so much. Take care.